installment of Tuesday Yoga. I know that Rob and I are going into basically our third week of self-isolation, staying at home as much as possible, only going to the store for food, and it's really starting to take its toll. We seem to be thrown off of our center, set out of balance, set off of balance, and it just seems just really weird. So today's class is going to be all about coming to our balance, coming to that center point, and then in the process of doing so, not being so rough on ourselves when we fall off of center, but then working towards that point where we are able then to bring us back to center. So today's practice, you might need a pagoda lock. So I'm going to give you a second to get your lock if you haven't already. And then let's come to our seat. So take the time to pull the flesh up and away from your sit bones. And as you're ready, bring your hands to your heart and close your eyes. Starting right now, just find that center point. That point right between your sit bones where you feel you can push down into the earth. Send down some roots, send down a straw to suck up some of the energy. Staying grounded through our sit bones, we bring the energy up along the spine, all the way up and out to the crown of the head. And let's add the breath. Bring awareness to our inhale and our exhale. See if you can visualize the inhale coming up through the ground, traveling up the spine and out through the crown of your head. As the inhale comes in, sense a sense of love, peace, a knowing that everything is going to be fine. Draw that up from the earth. And as you exhale out through the crown of your head, send that out into the world. The inhale draws it up from the earth. The exhale sends it out to all. Let's start the practice today with one arm together. So take a deep breath in. Bow your heads. Release your hands. Open your eyes and start some simple stretches. So just walk your hands up in front of you. Lift the shoulders, stay up on the fingertips, allow the heart to sink down between the shoulders. Keep extending out through the crown of the head, making the back nice and long. Keep the tailbone tucked under to maintain your connection with the earth. Each exhale takes you perhaps a little deeper into the forward fold. Drawing the navel in and up towards the spine. Walk your hands back up to center. Take your right hand out to the right. Lift the left arm up to the sky. Lift it up towards the ceiling and then exhale, crescent over to the right hand side. Start to feel the side bodies opening up. Actually pull that left shoulder back and look up towards the ceiling underneath that extended arm. exhale, changing sides. Lift up first and extend and crescent over. Stay grounded through the center. Inhale, coming back upright, bringing the hands out in front of you, and then come up to all fours. Placing their hands right underneath our shoulders, our hips right underneath our knees right underneath our hips. Spread the hands wide. Really find the four corners of your hand. The index finger, the base of the thumb, the base of the baby finger, and the outside of the palm. Line the wrist crease up with the front of the mat. Turn your toes under. Inhale. Lift the spine. Allow the head to fall. Exhale. Concave the spine. Lift the head, even lift the buttocks. Allow the belly to be heavy here. Inhale, back to cat pose. Exhale to cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Come back to neutral. Extend your right leg out behind you, toes to the floor. So really press the heel away from you. Feeling the opening through the calf, maybe even the back of the hamstring, all the way up into the buttocks. And then inhale, lift the right leg up, take it over to the left, turn over your left shoulder, and look back at your extended right leg. Stay grounded through the hands, don't let those index fingers pop up. Inhale, lift that right leg back up to center, and exhale it back down to all fours. Other side, extend the left leg out, toes to the floor, heel goes to the wall behind you. Keep the thigh engaged so you lift it up and away from the floor. Navel to the spine. Inhale, lift that left leg and take it over to the right side, turning over your right shoulder. Soft little twist, stay grounded through the hands. Inhale, come back up to center. And exhale, return to all fours. Let's move into bird dog. So stay grounded through your right hand. Extend your left leg out behind you. Your right leg out behind you. And then your left arm coming into bird dog. Really reach the heel to the wall behind you. The toes point straight down to the floor. And our gaze is just towards the top of our mat. We can find Jana Mudra. And the lifted arm, and then bend that right leg, turn the left hand back, and reach and go for a clasp. Pressing the foot into the hand, lifting the foot high, shoulders back, heart extends to the center of the room. Exhale, come back to bird dog first, and then lower the hand to the foot. Other side. Extend the left leg out behind you. Lift the right arm up. Heel to the wall, toes to the floor. Lift the, engage the quads so you lift the leg just a little higher. Find Jana Mudra with the front hand. And then we bend that left leg, reach the right arm back. Go for the clasp. Lift it up nice and high. Extend through the crown of the head. Spread the toes on that lifted foot. And then exhale. Come back to bird dog and lower the hand to the knee. We're going to go to a unilateral bird dog. So extend your right arm out and then extend your right leg back. Find your balance. Stay grounded through that left hand. Now turn your right toes out to the side of your mat and then lift the right arm up to the sky. Bring your right arm down parallel to the floor. Turn your toes back down and bring the hand and the knee down to the floor. Other side. Left leg goes out behind you. Left arm comes up. Really engage the core to find your center. Stay grounded through that supporting hand. Turn the left toes out, lift the left arm, up to the ceiling. Smile and laugh at yourself. Exhale, left hand back down, hand and foot to the floor. Quickly. Press up, down, facing dog. Go ahead and take this dog for a walk, opening up the back of the legs. Keep the heart soft, the shoulders lifted. Extend the crown of the head to that space right between your hands. Don't let it dangle. Keep it lifted, keep it engaged. And coming back to neutral dog. And then walk your feet slowly up towards your hands. Keep your knees as bent as you need right now. Inhale, look up, extend out, flat back. Exhale, go deep. Inhale, look up, extend out. Exhale, deeper still. Maybe your hands slide around the back of your ankles. Inhale one more time, look up and extend out. And then exhale, go deep as you can in your forward fold. Inhale, hands to the hips, and then come on up standing. Hands to heart. How y'all doing? You good? Hope so. All right, inhale, arms to the ceiling. Right hand grabs the left wrist. Left foot steps back behind you. Start to twist open, pulling the shoulders back, extending through the fingertips that are the left hand. Pull the shoulders back, lift the sternum. Now flatten the back foot and really have a sense of opening up, lifting the chest towards the sky. Finding our breath. Inhale, come all the way back. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, arms up. This time, the left wrist grabs the right. We step back with our right foot and we start to open up. Lift the sternum, pull the shoulders back, turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. Really stay grounded through that front foot, especially the mount of the big toe and the inside of the heel. And then flatten the back foot and really open up. Turn your gaze towards the ceiling, pull the shoulders back, lift the heart. Inhale, all the way back up. Exhale, release the hands. Hopefully I didn't come out of frame on that one. I think I may have. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, coming down into chair pose. Inhale, come forward slightly, and then lift the right foot up off the floor. Bring the foot to the floor. Inhale, the other leg. Exhale, release the foot to the floor. Inhale, come all the way standing. Exhale, release the hands to the heart and close the eyes. We have to remember that sometimes the middle point isn't always the same spot. Sometimes we're drawn so far off center that even coming back halfway doesn't bring us back to that same center point. But we keep working on bringing it back, bringing it back. Exhale, release the arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Hands come to the shins or all the way to the floor. Inhale, look up and extend out. Exhale, bend the knees. Right foot back, high lunge. Lower the knee to the floor. Bring both hands to the inside of the front foot. Take the right hand out wide. Bring your center of gravity over that right hand. So stack the shoulder right on top of the hand. Left hand comes to the left knee and we start to twist open. If your practice allows, come up off that back knee and extend the left arm up to the sky. The more you press out to the back heel, the more you can lift the back thigh up and away from the floor. Keep the belly engaged, core strong. Exhale, lower the hands to the floor, come to low lunge, reframe the front foot, come back to high lunge, step back to plank. Hands right underneath the shoulders, hips stay lifted, tailbone tucked. Exhale, bend the elbows and lower slowly down all the way to the floor. Flatten the feet, check the placement of your hands, thumb mid-chest. Elbows hug the rib cage, inhale, come up into cobra. Shoulders roll back and down the body, crown of the head extends up and out. Exhale, lower to the floor, turn your toes under, press up, downward facing dog. This one we're just going to hold. So following your breath in and out. Extend through the arms and the heels. Keep the arms nice and strong. Roll the shoulders onto the back body. And remember to extend the head to that space between your hands. Inhale, lift the right foot up, and then exhale, step it through, high lunge. Come into low lunge, bring both hands to the inside. Left hand goes out wide, shoulder stacks right on top. Right hand to the knee, we open up. Then we come up into high lunge if our practice allows. And then extend that right arm up to the sky. Keep on breathing. Really focus or bring your awareness to the mound of the big toe on the right foot and the inside of the heel. Really press down into your mat, maintaining your connection to the earth. Exhale, lower the hand, frame the front foot, bring the back foot forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, going deep. Inhale, arms sweep to the ceiling. Exhale, the hands to the heart. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extend up and out. Exhale, bend the knees, right foot back. High lunge. Left foot back, plank pose. Lower slowly to the floor, or hovering chaturanga, up dog, or cobra, and then downward facing dog. Going into three-legged dog. So take your right hand over to your left knee, your left shin, or all the way down to your left ankle. Twist to look underneath your supporting arm, your left arm. So really pull that left shoulder back. Find our breath. Stay with it. Next exhale, hand to the floor. And we pause. Other side. Left hand reaches for the right knee, the right shin, or all the way down to that right ankle. And then we twist underneath that right arm. Stay grounded to the supporting arm. Really press into the mat. Exhale, release, back to downward facing dog. Lift the right leg, step it on through, high lunge. Left foot comes forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, arms up. Oops, sorry. Exhale, fold. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, go deep. Bend the knees. Right foot back. High lunge. Left foot back. Plank. Lower down to the floor or hover in chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Shoulders back. Sternum and heart to the center of the room. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time let's spread our feet as wide as our mat. Soften through the heart. Keep the head extending toward that space between the hands. And then turn to the outside of the right foot, the inside of the left, and lift the left arm up to the sky. Our right shoulder should be right on top of our right supporting hand. Press the hips forward, pull the shoulders back. Be active through the hands. Exhale, come back, downward facing dog. Before we move to the other side, just make sure your feet are as wide as your mat. And then exhale, roll to the outside of the left foot, inside of the right, and then sweep the right arm up to the ceiling. Really lift the hips up and away from the floor. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog. And then walk the feet back to normal. Lift the right foot up and step it through to high lunge. Left foot forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, going deep. Inhale, arms sweep to the sky. Exhale, the hands to the heart. And close your eyes. Bring your breath back to an even, centered rhythm. Find yourself standing here, feeling your weight evenly distributed on both feet. And not just right to left, but toe to heel. And then exhale, release the hands. Bring your feet together. Actually have your big toes come together and your heels slightly spread. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, come up on your toes. Really stay grounded through the round of the big toe. And then exhale, bend your knees. Coming down into a squat as much as you can. And then inhaling, heels stay up off the floor, and we come up standing. Extend your arms out in front of you, palms down, staying up off of the heels, so just on our toes. Exhale. Again, we squat down. Finding our breath, finding our drishti, that point of reference. Inhale, we come back up. Staying up on our toes. Let's bring our hands back to our heart. Reestablish your drishti. Close your eyes. And squat down. Staying up off of the heels. It's not as easy as it seems. And then inhaling. Staying up off the heels. Whoops. And coming back up. Releasing your hands and opening your eyes. You all right? So, we are going to come to the top of our mat. Hands to our heart. Bend your knees and step your left foot out and come into a wide leg forward stance. Bring your hands to your hips. Tuck your tailbone. Engage the core. Roll the shoulders back, extend up and out to the crown of the heart. Now turn your awareness down to your feet. Spread the toes nice and wide. Lift the baby toes up off the floor. Reach them a little further and then put them back down on the mat. Then feel as if someone's standing on the outside of both feet and your feet stay grounded. Inner thighs lift. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Fold at the waist, leaving the arms up, extending out to the crown of the head. Stop when the body is parallel with the floor. Send your sit bones back, tuck your tailbone, keep the core strong. Extend out to the crown of the head. Exhale, come all the way down, hands to the floor. Inhale, look up with straight arms. Exhale, bend the elbows straight back behind you and bring the crown of the head down towards the floor. The distance between your elbows should be no more than the distance between your wrists. So for some of us, we might need to draw our elbows in some. Crown of the head moves down towards the floor while the shoulders lift up towards the buttocks. Inhale, fingertips to the floor, looking up. Exhale, extend the arms out straight. Inhale, come all the way up standing. Exhale, hands to the heart, hips. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, look up towards the sky. Inhale, arms parallel to the floor. Exhale, right hand all the way over to the left foot, and the left arm goes up to the sky. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, left hand to the right ankle, and the right arm up to the sky. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, the hands to the hips. Walk your feet in a little, and then come on up to the top of your mat. You good? Okay. We missed a whole page. I forgot to turn. So we're kind of moving back just a little, not much. Come on up to the top of your mat. Hands to the heart. Tune into your breath. Stay grounded through the four corners of your feet. On your next exhalation, slight bend in the knees. Step back blindly with the right foot into high lunge. Exhale, release the hands to the floor. Set your foundation, so really drawing down. Extend the back legs straight. Inhale, the arms up. Warrior one variation. Shoulders wrap around the back body. Sternum and the heart lift. Exhale, coming forward in our high lunge. Arms sweep out in front of us. And then they slowly move back behind us. Draw the navel in and up. Keep the core nice and strong. Inhale, bring the arms out in front. And exhale, come back up to warrior one. Now, let's bring our center of gravity to our left foot and then step up. And then step back. This time as we step up, we're going to be gentle with ourselves. And we're going to draw our elbows down to our knees as we come up. So inhale, up. Exhale, step back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, step back. Exhale, sweep the arms out in front. Bring the hands back behind you. This time we're going to bring the hands down to the floor, and we're going to jump switch. We're going to come upright. Set your foundation, so drawing the right hip back, left hip forward, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, arms up. Really extend through the fingers, lifting through the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Extend the fingers to the center of the room. Exhale, hands come back behind us. Inhale, arms come back up. And then come back upright. You did that twice, right? Mm-hmm. Exhale, bring the arms down. Extend the arms back behind us. At this time, we're going to do the step up. So inhale, arms up. Step forward, elbows down. Step back. Step forward, elbows down. Step back. Hands to the floor. Let's jump switch again. Come down to low lunge and coming upright. Getting hot. Yay, yay, yay. Bring the hands up into cactus pose. Wrap the shoulders back. Really press the baby finger side of the hands back. And as you press the hand back, it actually externally rotates the arm so the shoulders can go further back onto the back body. Lift the sternum, tuck the tailbone, draw that left thigh back, press the right hip forward. Exhale, come forward, frame your front foot, high lunge, jump switch, low lunge, coming upright, arms in cactus. Pull the fingers back, baby fingers, wrap the shoulders, pull that right hip back, left hip forward, lift the sternum, extend through the crown of the head, stay grounded through that front foot. Exhale, frame the front foot, bring the back foot forward, come into Uttanasana, hands to the shins, we look up. Exhale, we go deep. Inhale, arms sweep to the ceiling. Exhale, the hands to the heart. And release the hands. I'm just going to step back some so I don't hit my friend anymore. Try a balance on one foot. I want you to lift the right foot up off the floor and hold the right knee with both hands. Really stay grounded through the standing leg. Engage the quad on that left leg. Shoulders back, heart lifts. The lifted foot is flat as if you're standing on it. Then release your right hand and extend it back behind you. Turn your gaze as much to that back hand as possible. And then take your right hand down behind your back. Bring it to the outside of the left hip. Start to bend and lift that right foot up towards the left hip and drop that left knee down towards the floor. Keep your balance. Exhale, release your right hand to your hip. Extend the right leg out in front, and then drop it down. So like in all good yoga classes, we're going to do the other side. So lift the left leg. Hold the knee. Keep the foot flat as if you're standing on it. Stay grounded through the standing leg. Release the left hand back behind you. Following your hand with your gaze as much as you can. Then the right hand comes back behind the back. The left foot comes up. We hold it with the hand. Bring it up to the hip. Drop it down. I'm actually clasping my right hand arm with my left hand. Exhale, release the left hand to the hip. Extend the right leg out straight. Left leg, and lower down to the floor. Good? Okay. We're going to do some standing poses. Hands to the heart. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, bend the knees, right foot back, high lunge. Spin the back foot flat. Bring that left elbow to the left knee, right hand onto the right hip. Twisting open, we pull that right shoulder back. Like we did before in the wide leg forward bends, we're thinking of someone stepping on our baby toe, that back foot. So it lifts the back thigh away from the floor. Take that right hand back behind you. Look at your open palm. Inhale it up to the sky. Exhale it out over that right ear. And then turn to look up at your right fingertips. Pull the shoulders back. Keep the tailbone tucked. Stay grounded through both feet. Press into the earth. Come up to warrior two. Front knee tracks straight out over that second and third toe. Shoulders wrap around the back body. Express yourself through your fingertips. Exhale, crescent back for warrior goddess. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Straighten the front knee and then pour yourself over, coming into Trikonasana. This is where you might need your block, so I'm going to give you a second to get it and bring it just to the outside of your front foot, if that's where you need it. Coming back first to triangle after you've gotten your block. Lower the top hand to the hip. Place your hand on the block. Take a small step forward, and then coming back up into half moon. If you don't need the block, fingertips to the floor. Right arm to the sky. Really reach through the back heel. Toes point to the outside of the mat. Standing leg stays nice and strong. Exhale, release the top hand to the floor. Start to turn the toes towards the floor. And then walk that right hand towards the outside of the left foot, bringing the left hand to the hip. Start to twist open, and then lifting that left arm up to the sky. Exhale, hand to the floor, step back, high lunge. Come up with both hands on the front knee, twisting to the left. You can take the right elbow to the outside of the front knee, stack the hands into Anjali Mudra. Thumbs come to the armpit, forearms stack on top of each other. Back leg stays nice and strong. Exhale, unwind, step back, plank pose, lower the knees to the floor, bring the big toes together and come into a child's pose. Allow your heart to be heavy here. Bring your awareness to your breath. Allow the inhale and exhale to be equal length. The next inhale, coming up to all fours. Bring the knees together. Let's press the plank pose, and then stepping the right foot forward into a high lunge. Spinning the back foot flat, bringing that right elbow to the right knee, left hand to the left hip. Front hand is active, so fingertips are spread, keeping them engaged, the muscles of the low arm. Pull that left shoulder back. Press down through the baby toe of that back foot. Extend the left arm back. Open palm. Inhale up to the ceiling. Exhale out over that left ear. Turn your attention up to your left fingertips. Finding our breath. Breathing. Inhale, press to the feet. Come all the way up to warrior two. Again, we track that knee straight out over the second and third toe. We allow for ourselves to go deep into the pose. Shoulders back, heart lifts. Extend through the crown of the head. Exhale, crescent back, warrior goddess. Go deeper in that front knee. Stay grounded through the back baby toe. Lift the heart. Warrior two. Straighten the knee. Trikonasana, triangle pose. You may want to go ahead and grab your block. Keep the tailbone tucked, shoulders back. Really bring your awareness to that front big toe, the mound of the big toe. Is it grounded? Exhale, top hand to the hip. Turn the face and look at that space in front of your right foot, and then pop on up into half moon. Following our breath. Left toes point out to the left side of the mat. Heel points to the wall behind you. Exhale, lower the top hand to the floor. Turn the toes down and bring the left fingertips to the outside of that right foot. Right hand to the hip. Start to twist open for reverse triangle. And then if the practice allows, the right arm can go up to the sky. Really feel the instability of that standing leg. Exhale, lower the hand, frame the front foot, step back, high lunge. Come upright. Start to twist open to the right hand side. And if your practice allows, that left elbow can come to the outside, hand stack and Anjali Mudra. Thumbs move back towards the armpit. Forearms stay nice and lined up. One nice straight line. And we turn our attention to our lifted elbow. Exhale, release the pose. Step back to plank. Come down on your knees. And once again, come into a child's pose. As close to the earth as we are in child's pose, it's easy to find our center. The further we move away from our source, probably the more challenging it is for us to find our center. So just keep bringing it back. Inhale, just walk your hands back. And we're going to try a little balancing pose here. So come up on your knees and bring that left foot forward. Turn the back toes under. Your hands can be on your hips or they can just be down off to the side. I think this is easier. This is not easy, let me say. This is easier if the hands are on the hips. Now with the front leg, extend the leg straight and come out onto the heel. You ready? Now, see if you can lift that left foot up off the floor. Doesn't have to go far. Doesn't have to stay up long. Just see where you are. And then guess what? We get to do the other side. Step the left foot back and the right foot forward. Square your hips. Extend the legs straight. So we're on that right heel. Pull that right hip back. Keep your hips square. Draw your navel to your spine. Engage your core. And then as you're ready, start to lift that right foot up off the floor. One side may be easier. You may be drawing figure eights in the sky with your lifted foot. Just try it. You may not even get your heel up off the floor. Just the act of trying. And release that bad boy. Step back. And let's come forward to standing. We're going to do some traditional standing poses. So we'll start with tree. So setting up our foundation with our right foot first. Ground to the four corners. Really spread the toes nice and wide to really feel your connection to the earth. Bring your center of gravity onto that standing foot. And then the left foot, either heel to ankle, foot to shin, or foot all the way up, depending on where you're working. Stay grounded. Engage the core, the quadricep on the standing leg. Hands find their way to heart. Slowly inhale the hands in front of the face. Track the thumbs to the back of the skull. Open up the elbows nice and wide. Draw that bent knee back so the bent leg is more parallel to the front of the mat. And then as you're ready, extend the arms up to the ceiling. Remembering that it's not how well you do the pose, it's how well you treat yourself when you fall out of it. Exhale, that right hand to the hip, left hand goes back, grabs the left ankle, and we make our way into a modified dancer's pose. Inhale, dissolve the pose. Other side. Left leg's the foundation. Heel to ankle, foot to shin, or foot all the way up. Ground to the standing leg, engage the quadricep. Wrap those toes around that standing leg. Hands find their way to heart. Tuck the tailbone. Draw that right knee back. Keep the left knee engaged. Establish your drishti. Really feel your weight between the four corners of your standing leg. Slowly inhale the hands in front of the face. Trace the curve of the skull, hands to the back. Open up the elbows, lift the heart. Inhale, arms straight to the ceiling. Extend to the crown of the head. Reach down to the earth with the standing leg. Exhale, bring the hands back to the heart. This time we're going to reestablish our drishti and close our eyes. Really bring your awareness to your standing leg and dissolve those. Oh, sorry, I forgot to do dancer's pose. Come back. Come back, come back. Dropping the hands, reaching back. Sorry. Whoa! Balance. And then exhale. Now dissolve those. Doing okay? Almost there. So we're going to go down into a squat. We're going to go down into Malasana. So spread your feet out pretty wide. As you come down, if your heels come up off the floor, just put a blanket under your heels. Depending on your body, you may have to turn your feet out some as you go down into the squat. As you go down with your feet turned out, make sure that your knees follow the same line as your feet. Okay, so bring your hands to your heart. Exhale. Squat on down. We're going to bring our elbows to the inside of our knees. We're going to press our elbows into our inner thighs. We're going to press our inner thighs to our elbows, which is going to allow us to sit up nice and tall. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. We're going to go up into Bakasana, crow pose. So hands as wide as your shoulders. I like to put my knees on the back of my triceps. Rob likes to put his knees on the outside of his triceps. In that case, he's squeezing in. For me, it gives me a shelf to lean onto. I bring my center of weight, gravity forward, and then I can just start by lifting one foot up off the floor, and then the other. And you can just keep going back and forth into that, or find your way into the full expression of the pose. Bring the big toes together, spread the toes wide, and then as you're ready, dissolve the pose. Cool. One more pose. Oh, not really. Come down to all fours. So let's take the right hand over to the left side of our mat, so directly in front of our left hand, and then slowly drop that right armpit down towards the floor. Inhale, come back up, and then we're going to change sides. So bring the left hand out in front of the right, and just drop that right left armpit down to the floor. And coming back upright. We're going to find our way to dolphin arms. So our forearms are grounded to the floor from the wrist all the way up to the elbow. We're going to make sure that our wrists stay grounded. We can extend our fingertips as we clasp our hands. And then press up into a downward facing dog. Allow your heart to be swept between your arms. The crown of the head still moving towards that space between your hands. Now lift your right foot up off the floor. Extend the right foot down. Lift the left leg up off the floor. Extend the left foot down. Come down to your knees. Extend your arms so that they're flat, not clasping your hands anymore. And then we're going to go back up into a dolphin pose. This time we're going to lift the left leg. We're going to bring our weight to our right elbow, and then we're going to work our left hand back behind us and extend it out into Janu Mudra. And then exhale. Dissolve the toes. Come them down to all fours. That was fun, right? Ready for the other side? Rob says. Hands stay grounded. Press up into dolphin. This time we're going to lift the left foot. And we're going to start to bring that right hand back. It might just stop right underneath your right shoulder, but if you can, reach it out behind you. Exhale, release the hand to the floor, foot to the floor, knees come out wide, and come into a child's pose. Extend the heart to the floor. And then press up to all fours. Cross your ankles. Come to seated. Let's come into Dandasana, staff pose. So pull the flesh up and away. Have the hands come to rest alongside. Pull the heart forward. Ground down to the heel, the back of the calf, the back of the knee, the hip. Lift the heart. Press out to the mounds of both big toes and draw the rest of the toes towards your shins. On your next inhalation, bend your right knee and lift the right foot up off the floor. Hold the right foot with the left hand. The right hand holds the right knee. And then we're going to draw the shin towards our chest. Don't lose contact with that front foot. The shin, the line from the ankle to the knee should be straight, and we pull it towards our heart. If your practice allows, the foot can go in the crease of the elbow, hands wrap around, and we draw the shin towards us. You should be feeling this in your right hip. Keep the heart lifted. And we're going to reach and grab for that right big toe, and we're going to send the right leg up and out. Other side. Bending the left knee, reaching down, grabbing the foot with our opposite hand. Same hand holds the knee. We draw the shin towards our heart. Stay grounded through the front legs. Don't lose track of that. Lifted foot as flat as if you're standing on it. Toes are spread. Shoulders back and heart is lifted. And again, if your practice allows, the foot can go into the crease of the elbow. Hands wrap around. And we draw it even closer. Keep that lifted foot flat. The more you press out to the mound of the big toe and the lifted leg, the more you're going to feel it in that left hip. Crazy how that's attached to each other. Exhale, releasing by grabbing the big toe. Sending the leg out and down. Please come down on your backs. Bring your feet 6 to 8 inches away from your bottom, toes point straight ahead. Elbows come alongside, forearms lift to the ceiling, fingertips up. Start to roll the shoulders back now. See if you can maintain the low back flat on the floor for right now as we lift the heart. Now press down into the floor with your elbows, the back of your head, and then lift the hips up off the floor. As the hips come up, think about your knees moving to the center of the room, and think about your heart coming towards your chin. Spread the toes, stay grounded through all 4 corners. Exhale, release the hips, hands to the heart, and rest. We're going to go up one more time. So set ourselves up. Elbows ground, fingertips to the ceiling. Press to the back of the head. Inhale, lift the hips. Roll the shoulders underneath the back body. Lift the heart towards the chin. Walk the left foot to center. Lift the right leg up to the sky. Really press through that left foot. Press to the right foot lifted to the ceiling. Keeps the hips lifted. Exhale, release the lifted leg. Pause. Other side, walking that right foot to center. Lifting the left leg up to the sky. Left foot flat to the ceiling. Right foot grounded into the mat, hips lifted. Exhale, lower the foot, lower the hips, rest. Lift your feet off the floor, grab your knees, draw your knees in towards your belly. You can roll from side to side here. And then just cross your ankles, lift your feet, and then roll yourself up to seated. Extend the right leg straight, the left leg comes in. We're going into Janu Mudra. Not Janu Mudra. Janu Shirshasana. Whatever, yeah. So, the extended leg, ground to the heel, the back of the calf, the back of the knee, the back of the thigh. Lift the kneecap by engaging the quadriceps. Turn to face your straight leg. Lift up through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold forward. Don't compromise the fold by rounding the back. Keep the back nice and straight, but think about putting your chin on top of your big toe. If you can reach the extended foot, great. If not, stay where you are. I like to actually grab the outside of my right ankle. I put my right hand back behind me, and then I lift up and I fold forward. Keep the engagement of the straight leg, pressing out to the mound of the big toe and drawing the rest of the toes towards the shin. Inhale, coming up. Take the right hand behind you, left hand to the hip. Roll to that left lower leg, and then lift the arm up to the sky. Pull the heart back. Exhale, release. And let's do the other side. So now our left leg extends straight, right leg comes in. Again, we ground down through the leg all the way from the heel to the buttocks. We turn to look out over our extended leg. We press out to the mound of the big toe and draw the toes towards our shins. Engage the quadricep of that left thigh so the kneecap lifts. Lift the heart and then fold forward. As we fold, we continue to extend out to the crown of the head. I like again to grab the outside of my extended leg. And then I fold forward. Keep adjusting your pose. If you notice that your quadricep is not engaged, engage it. If you notice you're not pressing out to the mound of the big toe, press out to the mound of the big toe. Inhale, come all the way up. And then lay back on your backs. Sorry. Let's start over. So, hello and welcome to another
Going to that one.
installment. So we're just going to finish up. So actually just lay back on your backs. Bend your knees. Extend the right leg straight, lift the left leg up off the floor. Reach and grab the back of the left thigh. Pull it towards you, shoulders back. Release the hands out into a T and then extend that leg over to the opposite side. Lift it to the sky, extend it off to the other side. Lift it back up, bring the opposite leg up. Fold both legs, lowering the left leg to the floor. Arms come out into a T, extending the leg off to the opposite side. Left leg up, off to the other side. Lift the leg to the ceiling. Exhale, lower the leg. Bring your arms out to your side, palms facing up. Grab any props you might need for Savasana. Make yourself comfortable. Allow your feet to open up. Heart lifts. And just be grateful. These times of uncertainty and turbulence, they certainly do seem like we've entered the twilight zone. But keeping our balance through the midst of this storm will help us so much. There's a Buddhist prayer chant. Talks about bringing poison, making it into nectar. It goes like this. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyoti Gamaya Mrityo Amritam Gamaya. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyoti Gamaya Mrityo Amritam Gamaya. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyoti Gamaya Mrityo Amritam Gamaya. Invite a big, deep breath into your body and let it out with a soft sigh. With your next inhalation, start to bring animation back by wiggling your toes and your fingers. Perhaps you want to roll your wrists and your ankles. Maybe even stretch your arms way up above your head. And as you're ready, bending your knees, rolling to one side or the other, and coming into a fetal position for a moment. And then using your arms to push yourself up to seated. Come on, back up to our seated place. Bring our hands in front of our heart. moving to the center keeps us away from any of those edges where we might find ourselves falling. Reminding ourselves of what is as opposed to what could be. And keeping our thoughts on the promise of a better day soon to come. Let's finish our practice with one arm together. So take a deep breath in. Namaste. Thank you for joining us. Sorry about the telephone call. Throws us off center.